All right, guys, here we are, season 3. We're starting with the very first episode, and that was Dude Ranch. And I remember this episode very well because we had to travel on it. We had to go to Jackson Hole, Wyoming to shoot it. It was not fun to shoot. Not a good time for me. I think it turned out to be a good episode if I remember correctly. I think it was we enjoyed it, but yeah, flying into Jackson Hole, we were up before dawn in a bus, driving 45 minutes to half an hour, 45 minutes to get to the set. You're humping carts all over this big ranch with uneven terrain. If you're lucky, you got a stake bed to load it on, go to the next spot, unload it, get ready to shoot. It was just long and tedious. Now, I do remember being around Jackson Hole, and Jackson Hole was a pretty cool little town. And we had a good meal. And then me and the camera guys did one of those mountain sledding things where you get on the cars with the wheels and go down. That was fun. But other than that, yeah, not a good time. Was not my favorite episode to shoot. But hopefully it's my favorite episode to watch, or at least, good. So let's get into it. We're here. It's episode 301, a new season. It's the Dude Ranch. Alright, let's see what we got here.
We're beginning our initial descent into Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Thank you for flying United.
Reckon we'll be
White
late.
is kind of empty, so it makes me... I'm not sure if we bought out the plane and shot on it, or if we brought what sometimes you'll do is bring a portion of the fuselage to come in. They have plane sets and you make them and shoot it, but I don't think so, because that looks like Desi there. That looks like Charlie in the back. That's definitely Paul there. So yeah, I would say we shot the plane and everybody was out, because this plane would be full with all our crew. So I bet you a lot of people were outside, and we shot in here before we took off.
Coming soon.
Phil, honey, you promised not
If
to.
I had to guess.
This year we're going to a dude ranch with the whole family.
The family.
What if Dylan buys his own ticket? We'll be sleeping in separate cabins.
What if Dylan and I share a horse?
Share a
I
horse.
hate landing.
We'll get through this.
We'll get through this. Dylan's there. The Grand Tetons. That was beautiful.
What are you doing?
I want my ears to pop.
Try putting a little rouge on him. Nobody gets me.
Nobody gets me.
Wow, isn't this beautiful little cowgirl?
Oh, and this is the first Aubrey episode. So you know that the twins, we were recast the twins after season 2, and this will be the first episode with Aubrey on it. So here's our little Aubs, and she grows up and does the rest of the run of the show, actually.
No, I told you it's fine. I just didn't like you wearing a matching one.
So we haven't told the family yet, but we've decided to adopt a baby boy.
From America this time, you might say we're buying domestic.
In private, you might say that in private.
And
Our
private.
adoption attorney told us it would be a good idea to make a photo book to show prospective moms.
But he thought the Cam's version was a little too artsy, so we've decided to take a few rugged shots at the ranch to, balance it out.
I don't think it needs balancing out.
Really?
It's called production value.
Production value. I forgot we made that. But look how fantastic that prop is. I had forgotten we made that. That's wonderful. So good. These pictures were actually the pictures from the pilot, or before the pilot, because those would also be the same outfit that was on the boy's mantle. That picture in the middle is just a crop version of that, the picture that hangs over the boy's fireplace. So those would have all been pictures we took probably during the pilot or just after the pilot, because it's all the same outfit. Oh, Wyoming plates.
Look, Jay, so beautiful.
Your ears haven't popped yet, huh?
I'm like the horse whisperer. but something is making this one skittish.
Look at the mountains.
They're amazing.
It is
I've never been
amazing.
this far from home before.
No, I've never
Now
been.
I've never been this far. Now I've never been this far.
There's a cliff when you need one.
Look, kids, a real-life cowboy.
Come over, come see, come see.
Ah. Great character actor, Tim Blake Nelson. You'll know him from a bunch of things now. At the time, I don't think he was still a character actor, but not quite as big. Maybe Oh Brother, Where Art Thou had come out by this time. I don't think so. I think he was not Tim Blake Nelson quite yet when we had him.
What's he doing?
Oh, my.
My name is Hank.
So that gag is done by Hank just missing the board altogether and me already having an axe in there. So you just throw that, it goes over, goes out of frame, and then camera whips over and magically with the sound effect, bam, right there.
Oh, my.
In the wood, buried.
Oh.
Then a little bit of move on the board. Nice job
My
by
name
that.
is Hank.
Phew. That would have been awkward.
So awkward.
You know, but for the record, Miss Dumphy,
Yes.
if
Good
Haley
job,
wasn't
my
my
lady.
girlfriend and Mr. Dumphy was out of the picture, I would be honored to share your bed and raise Luke, Alex, and Haley as my own.
What you don't know, and what I don't know, and I'm just realizing right now watching this, is that this actually comes to pass, right? Because about season, I don't know, 8, 9, somewhere in that, Dylan actually gets married to a woman who has a son. So this is one of those foreshadowing things that just sort of happened.
Good talk.
Good talk.
She'll be running down the mountain, she'll be running down the mountain, she'll be running down the mountain, she'll be running down the mountain when she comes.
The song ended 2 minutes ago. Well, I tell you what, she could play Evita. Really? You notice the crickets left? Anyone want more water?
Oh, Dad, I'll take one.
Heads up.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it was dark. I couldn't see it. Thank you.
So, did you set off the firecracker yet? When I do, you
Doing
won't
food.
have to ask. First, all the electronics will go out. Then comes the heat flash. Afterwards, the living will envy the dead. And yet, I'm the one on the no-fly list.
Maybe
Call
next
back
time
to
we'll just
Vanna's
catch it
no fly.
and then hand it to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that. You do everything, and I'll do nothing.
Something on your mind?
This isn't the right place to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we should have another baby.
What? Are you serious?
I think that we might be rushing
Look how
into
good
it.
costumes did with Cam's wardrobe.
Hey, everybody. It's me, Dylan. I just wanted to thank you all for bringing me on this trip and making me feel like
This
one
was
of the
shot at
fam-
night. This was shot out at the ranch. It was dark, as you guys can probably imagine. This was not the city. This was deep in the mountains. So when it got dark, it got dark. It was a lot of stars, but also it was bear country. So there was a good, strong, fast rule that you did not go off in the dark by yourself, because there actually was, at that time, a mama bear with 2 cubs that was roaming around these parts. And, mama bears can be aggressive if they even think you're coming for their cubs. So the old rule was you do not go off by yourself. So just a fun little thing you get to do when you work in the movie and TV business. There's certain things you got to worry about that you don't worry about in other areas. One of them being bears on location. Also, it was fun because I had to go find sticks in the woods so we could do this little marshmallow roasting and put it on there. But I did that during the day.
Especially bossy.
There's the birdhouse.
My dad was a rough and tumble guy, and I could never relate to him. And I don't know. I
A little
just don't think I
foreshadowing.
could handle disappointing 2 generations.
I think you're more masculine than you give yourself credit for.
Go! Who puts a birdhouse next to a porch?
Oh, we forget about I forgot about
I know that you worry that Dylan's gonna
Jesse's.
break Haley's
You're gonna
heart,
see a
but I
lot
see
of
his
big
eyes and-
wides here. When you're on location, you shoot big wides. And I forgot how much food there was. There was a night camp scene, this morning breakfast scene, and this is my little ad for Dylan. I think this was my idea, which was Dylan's luggage being a trash bag, which I thought was absolutely genius.
He's gonna stick with her forever. No matter what, he's always going to be with her on your deathbed.
Okay, all right. I can't take this anymore. I'm gonna go find her.
Did we find have her ears,
You
Pop?
push too hard, you chase her right into his arms, you'll end up with a boob for a son-in-law. Believe me, you don't want that.
What's that supposed to mean?
What?
Hey, have you guys seen Dylan?
No, why?
I'm not talking to you. He said he was going out for a walk last night.
It
and
was
no
a
one's seen
trash
him
bag.
since.
Also, me putting the baggage stickers on the trash bag, which I thought was a particularly genius move. Thank you.
Sweetheart, I'm sure
going to
he's
toot my
fine.
own horn on
Maybe
that
after
one.
last night he just went home.
Doubt it. He left his luggage. We have to do something. If he doesn't eat 5 times a day, he gets spacey.
What would that even look like?
We'll find him. Hank, we got a situation here.
What seems to be the trouble?
We need to talk.
What?
You stole my
this
first
barn.
kiss.
This barn. So, as you can see, there's bales of hay in the back. We weren't supposed to shoot here, but Jason, in his infinite wisdom, decided, oh, this would be a great place to put the pit. However, there was hay all the way up to the front, and those bales were not light. Those bales were packed tight and probably weighing 80 pounds a pop. And so me and Josh, and actually the boss, Rick, had to move those bales out of the way, probably, I don't even know, 40 of them, 50 of them, so we could shoot this scene in here. Another one of the fantastic things that made this trip so special for me.
Talking about?
I had it all planned out. It was supposed to be special, someone with a high GPA and a bright future, not a Mario brother.
Fine.
Okay, go.
That's it?
I'm sorry, buddy.
I brought that thing all the way from...
That was
Cam!
great. That was great. That was great. That was our special effects brothers. Setting that off. Little fire at the end. Really nice job. Now we had to be careful there because there was dry brush. Obviously, we wet it down around that area so we wouldn't cause a fire or anything. We took a lot of precautions when you're doing that, especially out in the woods and stuff like that. You'll wet down the whole area where the explosion's going to happen. You'll wet that, and you'll put retardant on the birdhouse, which is what we made. We brought that with us so that we could blow it up. And so that was retardant on that so that it wouldn't just go up and catch and have flying pieces of hot fire going around anywhere, or fire that would take it, stay on.
I did a boy thing.
had-
I blew up the birdhouse.
I believe we had,
You should have seen
we
it.
certainly
It
had
was
at least
so
a fire
awesome.
marshal on set.
I looked it up. The distance between our houses is 2,443 miles.
Yeah, but it's on some maps it's like this big.
God, you're stupid.
All in all, it was a great vacation.
Who was that
Yeah,
kid?
but it's on some maps it's like this big.
Matthew Gumley, who look at him now, everybody. All grown up. Matthew Gumley, what a great job playing Jimmy Scrivano. What a great job. Just absolutely killed it. Totally well done by Matthew. Excellent work by him.
All in all, it was a great vacation. We may have lost a man. But out there on the range, under that great big sky, we found a part of ourselves we never knew was there.
All the pictures we took,
Just like the horny cowboy said we would.
just like the horny cowboy said.
No.
Fine.
Yeah, it's a decent episode. It's fine, location. I may be a little, since it wasn't super fun for me to do going back and watching it again, but all in all, I think it was an okay episode for a travel episode. Not as funny as Hawaii to me, but also, again, I liked Hawaii better. But all in all, not bad. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, help us out that way. Throw some stuff down in the comments, and we'll get back at it, and we'll hit 302 next week. I hope to see you here, and until that time, see ya!